I'll tell you a little more about the community here in Charlotte. Is actually largely based on punk music. There are a ton of punk bands that exist in this area. Some of the ones that come to mind off the top of my head: Turd Cutter, Smelly Felly, Body Bags, the Fill-Ins, Fire Marshal Bill. These are all bands that I have worked with or I've seen them perform, and they're full of just good people who make good music, and that's what it comes down to. When people come to these shows, they have a good time. What makes Charlotte especially prone to punk music, I think, is that it's a liberal center in the middle of a conservative region. And that seems to create the abrasiveness that feeds into punk music. It's also because that's just a relatively easy genre to play compared to more technical styles of music. And a band can set up in a smaller area. They don't have a problem with playing in a small bar or something, which really widens their options for where they can perform. You also see a good amount of indie music around here, indie rock, hard rock. There are a lot of extreme metal bands in this area, but they don't have a whole lot of places to play. So that's where the wider southeast region comes in. They play out in other areas like Asheville, Spartanburg, Greenville, Columbia, Greensboro. To highlight some of the venues that we have here in Charlotte specifically, we did lose Tremont recently. We've lost Amos's just in the last week, the Chop Shop, Tommy's Pub, but we still have some fantastic venues. There's the Milestone in West Charlotte on Tuckasegee Road, which is the oldest punk club east of the Mississippi. We have, not the Chop Shop, but we have Snug Harbor, which is a bar based in Plaza Midwood where a lot of the punk community resides. There's Common Market, which does shows during the warm season, the summer, spring. We have the Station. I've booked there before. It's a small bar. They don't have a stage, but they have a PA, and people love playing there all the time. I get requests. Outside of Charlotte, we have, of course, there's my venue, which is Ground Zero in Spartanburg. It's a medium-sized venue. We have some of the larger acts will come through there. We've had Vader and Oceano are coming in soon. We just had Twisted, the rapper, perform recently, and we had the Bunny the Bear recently. So these are kinds of some of the shows that we do. We focus more on the heavy metal side of things, hard rock, but we'll deal with a variety of genres. We're not that picky. There's also the Orange Peel in Asheville is considered one of the top local venues in the country, as rated by Rolling Stone magazine, I believe. The Auditorium in Asheville as well. It's small, it's very unique, but it's a cool place to play for bands. In Columbia, there's a house venue called the Sludge Gutter that's been definitely up and coming recently. There's the New Brooklyn Tavern there. In Greensboro, you have the Blind Tiger is a place I've seen bands play before. In Raleigh, you've got a couple of bars: Slim's, the Poorhouse, the Maywood. So that's just an idea of what we have here in our southeastern region. To spotlight some of the bands that we have, I've already listed some of the punk bands, which you'll find mostly in Charlotte. We have heavy metal bands in the region. Raffium It's Well from Hickory, which is a symphonic death metal band signed to Test Your Metal Records. There's Enthean from Greenville. Our bartender is actually their guitarist, Adam Broom, and their other guitarist, Brian Kingston, just joined Nile, very well-known technical death metal band that's based out of Greenville as well. We have Kairos, a progressive death metal band from Charlotte, which I actually just saw them play last night at Ground Zero. I'm trying to think of other bands. I'm sorry. There's Avalon Steel, their time of traditional heavy metal based in Charlotte. That just gives you an idea of some of the heavy metal bands we've got in this area. I'm not as familiar with the indie rock scene. There's always Anchor to Tail from Charlotte, as well as Glimpse